Asia, the situation in Gaza is worsening. Israel conducted airstrikes last night. At least 77 Palestinians were killed. Israel says it struck sites belonging to Hamas. Clearly, the ceasefire deal is in tatters. Negotiations have come to a full stop. Israel and Hamas are busy playing the blame game. Both sides accuse each other of violating the deal. Only the first phase was somewhat successful. The first phase of the ceasefire deal, when Hamas released 33 hostages and Israel stopped its offensive. But the deal had two more phases. Hamas was supposed to release all the Israeli hostages, and Israel was supposed to withdraw from Gaza. Also, Gaza was supposed to be rebuilt. The opposite is happening now. Israel is switching gears. The Israeli Defense Force, or the IDF, has launched another major offensive. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has approved it himself. He wants to achieve two things: control Gaza and break it up. Let me explain. Israel is trying to seize more territory in Gaza. Israeli troops have created multiple buffer zones. They control more than 60 square kilometers of the Gaza Strip, which is almost 30% of Gaza, under Israeli control. Now, Netanyahu wants more. That's part one of his plan. And the second part, to dissect the Gaza Strip into multiple parts. Listen to this.
Last night in the Gaza Strip, we switched gears. The IDF is seizing territory, striking the terrorists and destroying the infrastructure. We are also doing something else. We are seizing the Morag corridor. This will be the second Philadelphia, an additional Philadelphia corridor, because we are now dividing the Strip and increasing the pressure step by step so that they will give us our hostages.
So that's Netanyahu's plan: divide Gaza and create another corridor, which will be controlled by the Israeli army. It will be called the Morag route. Morag was once a Jewish settlement. It stood between the cities of Rafah and Khan Yunis, but now it is abandoned land. Let me show you on a map. The Gaza Strip has two corridors. Netzarim is in the north. It caters to the Gaza city. And Philadelphia is in the south. It borders Egypt and caters to Rafah. Israeli troops control both these corridors, and now they want to create a third one. Like I said, they're calling it the Morag route. A corridor between two corridors. Netanyahu announced his plans last night. This is what he said.
And as long as they do not give them to us, the pressure will increase until they do. We are determined to achieve the objectives of the war, and we are acting relentlessly, and with a clear line and a clear mission. And with God's help and that of our heroic soldiers, we will also achieve them.
So Netanyahu's solution is more war, except he has tried that already. We are 1.5 years into this war. Gaza is completely ruined. More than 50,000 Palestinians are dead. More than 1 million have been displaced. But Hamas remains active. They continue to operate in the Gaza Strip, and they still have the hostages. But Hamas too is to be blamed here. They refuse to free the hostages. They keep firing rockets into Israel. Hamas fired projectiles last night as well. Naturally, Israel wants to keep fighting, at least until all hostages are released. This has been Israel's ask since day one. You know who's paying the price for all of this? Ordinary civilians, both in Gaza and in Israel. They are all fed up. Israelis are rejecting Netanyahu's new plans. Families of hostages are demanding diplomacy, not more war.
The escalation of the military attack causes us great anxiety because we know that a military operation is a great threat to the living hostages, obviously, but it's also a threat to the deceased hostages, that we might lose them forever. I think that military force can only go so far, and at some point we have to use diplomacy.
The timing of Israel's new offensive is also important. The U.S. is ramping up its military presence in the region. More F-35 stealth jets have been flown in.